in college, how I kind of like took a break, I guess, like kind of stopped doing makeup because I didn't have social media. And again, in college, I would not fucking do my makeup, you guys. It's because I really found like no point in doing my makeup out, because I was like, for what? Like, I'm not trying to impress anybody, I just do it at home because I do it for me. I do it to practice, to just still trying to get that, at least some type of routine, I guess, down or something like that. Something that worked for me, and that I liked. Because in the mornings, it's not like I had time, to like do it. And it's like, if it wasn't working, I literally take it off, you guys. And there was no time, like I couldn't do that. It was like I did it once and vámonos. So I didn't do much when I was going to college. And if I did, it was just like girls that I have done before, or like word of mouth, if like, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So I didn't do makeup for a while. And I just, I do mine. I then, like, not at school, but like at parties, I would always do mine, and I just have like one fucking look that I would do. It was like a smoky brown eye, because I didn't really, I'd like play around with color on me, but I wouldn't wear it out or do anything else besides browns and stuff like that because I felt back then like they didn't look good on me, because I'm a little bit morenita, so I was like, I feel like just the browns. I'm gonna just stick to the browns. And also because that's what I knew. And when I started really doing more of other people's was really when I started social media, to be honest. That's when I really did, like, cause not even, no, like throughout all college, I really wasn't doing people's makeup unless like it was family members or girls that I've already done Abigail's makeup, Rita's makeup. But I would do Abigail's, dude. Like, I would get myself ready, I would get Rita ready, and I would get Abigail ready. Like, I would do all of our makeup. And one day I was just like, yo, like, y'all need to do your own shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I literally gave Abigail everything she needed, and I was like, homegirl, you need to practice. You need to get this down. And even now, she's not hella into makeup, but she knows like the basics. You know what I'm saying? In eyeshadow, she kind of does like the same look. She even says it. Sometimes she plays around with something different, but she has like the whole face down. But it's because she's more into like skincare and very, very natural, And yeah, I mean, and then Rita's, I told her too, bro. I was like, now she does her own. It's just sometimes in some occasions where, like, if she's going, I don't know, to a really special, I don't know, fucking that woman, she's like, oh, can you do my makeup? And I'm like, yeah, whatever. And with practicing on, well, not even practicing, but like doing other people's makeup, that's like practice on other skins and just like noticing, really like different types of skin tones. Skin types. Skin tones, yes, but also skin types, And I do everybody's, like, all types of makeup, from like young girls to like more, mature women. So it's like I know about younger skin and more mature skin. And fucking not fucking, but people would, like, older, well, they would tell me like, oh, don't wear too much makeup, this and that, like, then it's gonna ruin your skin, or like all this stuff. And I was like, probably if I like wear it every fucking day, which I know it's not the best either to wear it every fucking day. And I wouldn't, like, even till now, I tell you guys to do my makeup one day, and it's like I try to get all the content as much as I can done. But I also learned about skincare, and that is like where I saw, and I'm like, okay, like, I feel like I need to kind of take care of my skin, I just looked into it, but like the serums weren't in back in the day, and like, all this stuff, like, yeah, SPF, but I wouldn't get a separate one. I'd get one mixed with the moisturizer. And I mean, I do masks and stuff like that, but I mean, I was like conscious of my like skin, like, cuz I was oily, so I'm like, okay, I'm oily, and it's like I need to do something to like not make it oily. I get primers that were like mattifying, and I was like, okay, maybe I should like set, bake, so that's like powder, and that way, like it doesn't get too oily or whatever. But, I started really doing makeup when I started like social media, because that's where, okay, because people were telling me, oh, you should do business cards, this and that. But I'm like, business cards, like, I don't know. I didn't really see it like go, like, I don't know. And once I started social media, that's when like people would hit me up on there. And I mean, it's a great fucking platform to get clients and stuff like that, because, like they see your work, like that's a portfolio. And especially now that I created like my makeup portfolio, because there's my account where, yeah, I show how I do my makeup and my different makeup looks, but I also have my portfolio of my clients makeup, and that way like people can see what type of looks I've done and just see my work in general. And I also don't like to like fucking edit them or like add a filter, so you can see, that that's how it looks. That was another thing too, like I would see, I mean, on videos, you could see how it is. But like when people would post their makeup, I'd be like, dude, it just looks so smooth. Like they didn't have any pores or anything. But when I would do others, I'd be like, then it's like I learned about filters and shit like that. And I'm like, no, like this is how it looks, And sometimes even people would be like, oh, just, I want it to look smooth. Or they'd be like, oh, why doesn't it like look smooth? Like my texture's still there. And I'm like, because that's normal. Like, makeup is not to fucking, it's not like a fucking, like I don't even know what, like it doesn't cover your texture, like it doesn't get rid of texture, it doesn't get rid of your wrinkles, it doesn't get rid of the pores. You know what I'm saying? And if anything, it's like sometimes you can minimize it, or with makeup, sometimes it does even, like you could see it even more, if that makes sense. And that's why, I mean, I'm so glad that like Abigail's an esthetician, and like she would like push me into like, dude, like dude, when I was going out a lot, I would sleep with my makeup on, and she'd be like, dude, like if you are sleeping with your makeup on, that's so bad. And you might not see a fucking difference now. I was like, shit. I would go to sleep with my makeup and wake up with literally my makeup still fucking on. I'd be like, dude, where are we going? Like my glam is still on. She's like, it's gonna catch up to you,